Good morning, class 8 students. Till now we have done lesson 1 and lesson 2, and for your PT1 only one chapter is coming, that is lesson 1 resources, and chapter 2 and chapter 3 are there for your half yearly. So second chapter we have completed. I have given you the question answers also. Now the third chapter, mineral and power resources. This week I have given you assignment related to this topic only. This chapter is long, so we will be doing it in parts. Yes, mineral and power resources. Kiri was visiting Sukant in his native place near Dhanbad. Kiri was amazed to see that large areas were black. Sukant, why is this place so black and dusty? She asked. This is because of the coal mines. You know that Dhanbad is famous for the coal mines. So this is because the soil over there is black and dusty. So this is because of the coal mines nearby. Do you see the trucks? They are carrying the mineral coal, replied Sukant. Students, this conversation is only for your knowledge, to know about the topic. So questions will not be coming related to this conversation. Clear? So what are minerals? Asked Kiri. Sukant replied, have you ever seen a baker baking biscuits? The flour, milk, sugar and sometimes eggs are mixed together. While eating the baked biscuits, can you see these ingredients separately? No, we can't see the ingredients which are used for baking the biscuits. Just as in the biscuits, there are a number of things that you cannot see. Rocks on this earth have several materials called minerals mixed in them. We have studied in 7th class also that the rocks contain several minerals which we cannot see, which we have to extract from them. So these minerals are scattered throughout the earth's rocky crust. These minerals are scattered. We cannot find all the minerals at one place. These minerals are scattered throughout the earth's rocky crust. So what are minerals? Minerals are a naturally occurring substance that has a definite chemical composition. Minerals have their own definite compositions. Minerals are not evenly distributed over space. All the minerals are not found at a particular place. They are scattered throughout the earth. So minerals are not evenly distributed over space, we can say. They are concentrated in a particular area or rock formations. Some minerals are found in areas which are not easily accessible, such as the Arctic Ocean bed and Antarctica. So Arctic Ocean bed and Antarctica, these are the places which are not easily accessible. We can't reach over there. So there are also many minerals found over there, but these places are not easily accessible. That means we cannot reach there easily. So many minerals which are found over there, we cannot access them. We cannot take them out. So minerals are formed in different types of geological environments under varying conditions. Under different types of geological environments, minerals are formed. They are created by natural processes without any human interference. Minerals are not created by the humans. It is created by natural process, created by the nature, we can say. They can be identified on the basis of their physical properties, such as all the minerals we can differentiate between them by their physical properties, such as their color, density, hardness and chemical properties such as solubility. So do you know the salt in your food and graphite in your pencil are also minerals. Salt and graphite, they are also minerals. Now moving on to the next topic, type of minerals. There are over 1,000 different minerals. On the basis of composition, minerals are classified mainly as metallic and non-metallic minerals on the basis of their compositions. Minerals are metallic and non-metallic. So metallic minerals contain metals in raw form. We have to extract these metals and then we have to process them. So these are in raw form. Metallic minerals contain metal in raw form. Metals are hard substances that conduct heat and electricity and have a characteristic luster or shine. So metals are what? They are the hard substance and they are a good conductor of heat and electricity, and they also have a luster, or we can say they have shine. Iron ore, bauxite, manganese ore are some examples. So iron ore, we have to extract iron from this. Bauxite, manganese, they all are the metallic minerals. That means they contain metal in raw form. Metallic minerals may be ferrous or non-ferrous. So metallic minerals may be ferrous. Ferrous means minerals which have iron content in them. So ferrous minerals like iron ore, manganese and chromites contain iron. Or non-ferrous minerals that does not contain iron but may contain some other metals such as gold. Non-ferrous minerals, they do not contain iron. They don't have iron content in them, but they have some other minerals like gold, silver, copper or lead. Now, the second one is non-metallic minerals. We studied about metallic minerals which contain metals in raw form, and non-metallic minerals do not contain metals like limestone, mica and gypsum are examples of such minerals. They do not contain metals. The mineral fuels like coal and petroleum are also non-metallic minerals. Coal and petroleum, they do not contain any metal in them. So they are non-metallic minerals. Minerals can be extracted by mining, drilling or quarrying. These are the processes through which we can extract the minerals. So first is mining. The process of taking out minerals from rocks buried under the earth's surface is called mining. Mining is a process through which we can take out the minerals from the rocks which are buried deep inside the earth's surface. Minerals that lie at a shallow depth are taken out by removing the surface layer. Only removing the surface layer of the earth we can take out the minerals. This is known as open cast mining. Deep bores called shafts have to be made to reach mineral deposits that lie at greater depth, which are deep inside the earth. For that, deep bores called shafts, they have to be made to reach the mineral deposits. This is called shaft mining. Petroleum and natural gas occur far below the earth's surface. In petroleum and natural gas, these are found far below the earth's surface, deep inside. Deep wells are bored. We have to dig deep wells to take this mineral, that is the petroleum and natural gas out. So deep wells are bored to take them out. This is called drilling. Minerals that lie near the surface are simply dug out by the process of quarrying. So minerals which lie near the surface, they are simply dug out and we can take out these minerals by the process of quarrying. So these are the various ways through which we can extract the minerals. Now do you know a rock? What is rock? It is an aggregate of one or more minerals. There can be one mineral also or more than one mineral, but without a definite composition of constituents of minerals. So rock is an aggregate of one or more minerals, but without definite composition of constituents of minerals. Rocks from which minerals are mined are known as ores. Rocks from which we take out the minerals are called ores. Although more than 28 types of minerals have been identified, but still only 100 are considered ore minerals. The next topic, distribution of minerals. Minerals occur in different types of rocks. As I told you, we have to drill out, we have to take out, extract the minerals out of the different types of rocks. Some are found in igneous rocks, some in metamorphic rocks, while other occur in sedimentary rocks. These are the three types of rocks. From these three types of rocks, minerals are extracted. Generally, metallic minerals are found in igneous and metamorphic rock formation that form large plateaus. So generally, igneous and metamorphic rocks, they are rich in metallic minerals. So these are the rock formations, the igneous and metamorphic rock, from which the metallic minerals we can extract. Iron ore in North Sweden, copper and nickel deposits in Ontario, Canada, iron, nickel, chromites and platinum in South Africa are examples of minerals found in igneous and metamorphic rocks. Sedimentary rock formations of plains and young fold mountains contain non-metallic. Sedimentary rock formations of plains and young fold mountains contain non-metallic minerals like limestone. So sedimentary rock, limestone is an example of sedimentary rock. Sedimentary rock formations, they are formed from the plain and the young fold mountains, which contain non-metallic minerals. That means they don't have any metals in them. So limestone deposits of Caucasus region of France, manganese deposits of Georgia and Ukraine, and phosphate beds of Algeria are some examples. This is only the mineral distribution where we can find different minerals. Mineral fuels such as coal and petroleum are also found in the sedimentary strata. So this is the mineral distribution. Rest we will be discussing in the next class. For this week the assignment is being given till here only. You have to read this paragraph, these 2-3 topics done till now, and do the assignment in your copies. I hope all have got the books. Students, go through the chapter very carefully. If you are not able to find any of the answers related to the assignment questions, you may ask me in their WhatsApp group, or we will be having now a Google Meet also. In that also you can clear your queries. Okay, students.